With the next Fable game still potentially years away, and Microsoft releasing great games such as Ori and the Blind Forest and Cuphead on the Nintendo Switch, I believe it would be an absolute home run for both Microsoft and Nintendo if they released the classic Fable trilogy for the Nintendo Switch. So yeah guys, with this video I'm going to be diving into why I believe the classic Fable games need to be playable on the go on the Nintendo Switch. Guys, I love the Fable games. I've been playing them ever since the original Xbox, and I would love to have them playable on the go on the Nintendo Switch. But just in case you guys find yourself liking this video, be sure to drop a like on the video so it helps the video reach more Fable fans. I greatly appreciate it. And I also make new videos every single week, so be sure to subscribe. But guys, let's dive straight into the video. If you've never played Fable before, where have you been? Because this series is fantastic. It's basically an RPG with a very dark sense of humor where you literally start as a child, and as you grow, you make choices that shape the world around you, and all the citizens of Albion will perceive you differently depending on how you make those decisions. Will you be a godlike figure and become the greatest hero Albion has ever seen, or will you take the other route and become the most sinister villain in all of Albion? The choice is up to you. I just love building my character and learning new magic, using my bow, shooting guns, and melee. I love the gameplay, and I would love to see it playable on the go on the Nintendo Switch. But one of the main reasons why I want to see this series come to the Nintendo Switch is because A, it's awesome, and B, because I believe it would actually be a pretty easy port for the Switch to handle. When you think about games like The Witcher 3 running on the Switch and seeing how it taxes the system, I don't think that'll be a problem with the Fable games. I mean, these games were on the original Xbox and the 360, which I believe are prime ports for the Nintendo Switch to handle. And I can't go without mentioning one of the main reasons I like making these videos about ports I want to see come to the Nintendo Switch is because of the Nintendo Switch's pick up and play on the go nature. I cannot believe that we live in an age where I can take The Witcher 3 with me on the bus or on the train, and I think that type of gameplay style would be incredible with the Fable games. I can't imagine just hopping in the passenger seat of a car and doing a little bit of questing on Fable, building my character. I would play through Fable 1, 2, and 3 all over again just because I can play them on the go. I love that about the Nintendo Switch, and I feel like this trilogy of games absolutely deserves it. And you also gotta keep in mind that Fable had fantastic local co-op. I loved playing the Fable games, Fable 2 and 3, where I could play with my friends, we could go questing together, we could buy property, get jobs, do whatever. I would play with my wife, we would get married in-game and have kids in-game and then go questing together. It was fantastic. And not to mention that since the Switch has such a fun pick-up-and-play nature to it, can you imagine if the Nintendo Switch had wireless local co-op for Fable 2 and Fable 3? That's a whole another reason for fans to pick up the game together so that they can play these great games together and experience what we as Xbox players played years ago. And I would love to see that come to the Nintendo Switch simply for co-op alone. I feel like that's worth making the game come to the system for just on its own. And on top of all of that, you gotta keep in mind that we haven't had a new Fable game in almost 10 years. That means there's a whole generation of gamers, be it on the Nintendo Switch or wherever, that maybe have not even heard of Fable, and this could be their first introduction to this great series. And you gotta keep in mind that with the new Fable coming right around the corner, this would build hype for the next Fable game. You would create a whole new generation of fans who will go out and buy Fable 4 because they enjoyed playing Fable on the Nintendo Switch, which I believe is a great marketing plan which caters both to the consumer and Microsoft, because as a Fable fan, I would love to play Fable 1, 2, and 3 on the go on my Nintendo Switch, while also bringing a brand new generation of Fable fans who can play this series for the very first time. And at the end of the day, it builds hype for Fable 4 and will end up having more people go out and buy it, which is a win for us as fans. It's a win for people who have never even played these games before, and of course it's a win for Microsoft and Nintendo as well. And that's why I believe the Fable series needs to come to the Nintendo Switch. So yeah guys, those are all the reasons why I'd love to see the classic Fable trilogy come to the Nintendo Switch. Guys, I love Fable, and I'd love to see it playable on the go on my Nintendo Switch. And if you haven't played this series before, guys, you are missing out, and I would love for you guys to be able to play it on the go. I mean, I'm a returning fan who would love to play through all three of them again on the go on my Nintendo Switch. But guys, that's all I have for this video. Let me know down in the comments what Fable game is your favorite one and which one you would like to see playable on the Nintendo Switch, or would you like to see all of them on the Nintendo Switch like me? But guys, thank you for watching the video. I really appreciate it. If you like this video, be sure to like it so that helps the video reach more Fable fans. And also, I make new videos every single week, so be sure to subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. See ya.